It is. Hello, Greg. Livemusic. All
Hello,
right.
Tune.
All right. We'll bring it.
I really was chatting in there in the room, and I have logic, I have reason, I have years of studying this. I'm not going to pretend that I have your maths or those kind of things like you have in debates with others. And I don't need that for my understanding. It took none of that to come to the realization that we live on a flat, motionless plane. It didn't take religion for that. In fact, it was that truth that brought me back to Christ. So I'm not going to be here to offer what, like, you and others were saying that, oh, it must be, he loves Austin Whitsitt or something like that. No, in fact, I have some great differences of opinion with him. I just know what I know. And when I see you, I get a good laugh. I loved when you went up against Dave and he cut you off because you were spewing such nonsense of these columns. And that was pure comedy gold. I know, like when I've shown my child long ago, when you look in the window and you look at all the dust, when you can see it in the sunlight, everything moving around, you don't have these columns of stuff. Anyway, we have literally zero evidence of curvature or rotation. Everything we observe is to the counter of that.
So what
Everything we
is
observe,
evidence of curve? What counts as evidence of curve?
if we could see it some way, we don't. And
So
this
so
nonsense of,
so
oh, we don't see too far. We do
so
see
so
too
hold on. So
far.
a photograph of the curve.
Something that could demonstrate it. It's kind of comical that you ask me, what is demonstration? What is evidence of the curve?
Well, I
You
just
should be,
want to.
if it
Oh,
existed, you should be able to show me in a scientific experiment or on a camera or something like that. To the contrary, we can show you over and over and over and over and over the fact that we do not see curvature. We
okay.
do not see rotation. Never
Yeah.
been motion
All right.
measured,
Hold on.
never
Hold on.
been felt.
I just I'm preparing so that I can share with you.
You're preparing me. Oh, that's great. I love it.
All right. Just a second here. You're not going to get that on screen there.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna. Yeah, your Tune keeps cropping my shirt because he likes to censor just like his little trolls.
So, all right. So,
You afraid the AI that the algorithms are gonna pick up those
no,
words that I drew onto my
I,
shirt?
I just, read the room.
Oh,
Read the room.
okay.
All right.
Maybe if I had some
So,
Legos
so,
spelling it
so,
out in the background, it might
so
work.
a
What a
photograph,
loser.
a photograph of the curve. There you go. There is a photograph of the curve.
That's not a photograph of the curve.
Whoa. So, is which your response is, huh?
No, you're the nuh-uh guy, just like the rest of the whole you flat earther. I mean, you glowers.
All right. Well, I mean, there's a photograph of the curve.
No, no, it isn't.
Well, what is it then?
Well, okay, what would you say when I show you countless examples of other photographs? And you're not going to show me again either. Photographs that show it flat. How do you? I mean, this is absurd.
So
We have
certainly
seen.
a
No, Tune,
photograph
hold on,
from
hold on, hold on,
46,000 feet
hold
with a
on.
rectilinear lens. Bring it up. But this is 46,000 feet rectilinear lens, curved horizon.
Wait, did you go out or did you just? You there?
I'm still here.
Okay. 46,000 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, that equates to what? Is that 8 miles approximately? Is that right? And what do they?
How many miles in elevation from 46,000 feet?
No, I'm asking.
I
Yeah,
don't,
so what? It's like
I don't know.
5,200, 5,200 something per mile, right? So what? So what is like one of your, alleged heroes say is that you can't see it? Like when what elevation did what's his name Baumgarten jump out of that?
Yeah. Felix jumped out, and Felix himself said he could see the curve of the earth. But that's a different thing. Right here,
I'm
we are
asking,
looking at the curve.
was that?
You
What elevation was
specifically
that?
said that
I
there are
specifically
no
asked
photographs
what
of the curve.
elevation is that?
This
Don't
is
steer
40
away. What elevation did he
46,000
allegedly jump at?
46,000 feet is what we're looking at right now.
What did he allegedly jump at?
Baumgartner?
Yes.
I don't know.
Is it higher than that, you think?
Yeah.
Okay. And what do we see when we look out of his little capsule? We see a flat Earth. No. We see a curvature only from the fisheye lens. We see what was that, Arizona? We see what is Arizona looking like it's the entirety of
so this is all Earth. One giant deflection. Everybody sees through it. I am showing you the curve of the Earth right now.
No, you're not. You're not showing me anything.
Well, what is this then? Why is that horizon curved?
Oh, okay, then let me ask you again. And I know that's not always right, like to come back with a question for it. I don't know what I'm seeing here. I'd have to look further into it. But I'd have to look at the camera. I'd have to look how it's angled. There's different things going on. Mm-hmm. That doesn't change reality.
Okay.
When I look at Felix Baumgarten jumping and I look out of his window, what do you say about when we say a level horizon out of Felix?
That's just deflection there.
No, you're the one that was trying to deflect when you didn't want to go in this direction. You're staying away from this. You'd rather go back to your
specifically asked
columns.
For something.
Your silly little columns of air. Like
I gave you exactly what you asked for.
You're a joke.
I gave you exactly what you asked for, and you didn't want to see it. You just have a nuh-uh for it.
No, you didn't. You didn't prove anything.
What did you ask for?
I'm trying to have a conversation. Like when I got on here,
what did you ask for?
I don't have your. Hold
That's
on.
Fine. There's no math involved
kid.
Here. What did you ask for?
Settle down, kid. Settle down. Can you calm down and listen to me?
Go ahead.
I am not somebody that goes on debate shows for a reason. I don't know all these specifics of math and this and that. I don't try to pretend that I do. I don't need it. I don't need somebody to tell me the math that I'm going to be safe walking across my floor, that I'm not going to drop down into some pit. I don't need somebody to tell me something about, the obvious. I know what I can experience. I know what I can see with my P900. I know what I can see with my own eyes. I know what I experience, which is not anything. There's no sense I've ever felt in my life of feeling rotation. I know these things. I don't need to go to that level. You all only have nonsensical stuff like that. But on the other hand, we can bring up countless photos, countless videos, our own experiences, actual math, actual science. And then you bring up like a random little photo here or there. I brought up Felix Baumgartner. You admitted that, yes, that was higher. What do we see out of that little capsule? We see flat.
No,
what do? You tell me that I'm deflecting.
We see a GoPro camera.
No, you see two cameras. You see one shot that is totally makes it look like Arizona's half of the Earth. And then you see something that looks approximately level. We can see our own eyes every time we go in an airplane. What looks level.
Okay.
That's what we experience.
So you asked for the curve.
You can see.
I gave you the curve.
No, you gave me one picture. You didn't give me curve. You have nothing to support your nonsense.
So you're blindly rejecting that this is curved. Is that curved? Yes
no, I'm not denying that what we look at in the picture is a curved line. Okay, that doesn't mean anything.
Okay. Here we go.
That doesn't mean anything.
Here's just for reference. I just want
just like when that Ruhif buddy of yours tries to show stuff with his laughable.
Here's center frame, top of frame, bottom of frame. Curve is the same in all directions.
You have nothing.
There you go.
No, this
isn't nothing. This is the curve of the Earth.
So
look at that.
Okay, so should I start pulling up? Should I start pulling up long distance? Like, that's the thing, is you all think that
you introduced this topic. You specifically said you specifically claimed
this is our discussion about
there's no curve.
That there's no curvature or no rotation.
I'm showing
and you were
the
trying
curve.
to say that I am the one This
I'm
is the
showing
topic
you the curve
overall that you were on that debate for, and you're trying to pretend like I'm the one bringing up this topic.
You introduced this topic 100%. You said, you made the claim that there are no photographs of the curve. I said, here you go.
Yeah, there aren't.
Right here, we're looking at it.
That doesn't show me anything.
So, nuh-uh. That's all you have.
That does not show me anything. You know what's more reliable? Seeing this, where I don't know about the optics of the lens.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about how calibration.
I'm showing you about the lens.
Can I continue to talk, Mattoon, or are you going to act like a jackass?
Look at that. It's not the lens. It's not the lens.
I'm telling you, I would need to know a lot of different details. And again, this goes into what I admitted at the beginning. I don't know certain specifics. I'm a professional photographer and videographer. I don't know certain specifics about things of lenses that would be even a factor in this discussion.
You are a professional photographer?
You're showing me something.
Wait, you
look
are
at that
a professional.
Image.
Hold on.
I am. And
you are a professional photographer, and you have a P1000.
I have a P900, so not quite a 1000.
Okay. And what gear do you actually use when you shoot for money?
I don't use the P900.
What do you use?
I use Canon C70, R5.
Okay.
XF705, rent others.
Okay.
I also understand lighting, and I also understand when I go to Adorama or B&H that if I want a light modifier, I have and will never see a spherical light modifier like the moon. The only time you see a spherical modifier is when the light is from within it. So I do have a couple of lanterns, and you put the light within it. There is no such thing as a sphere that reflects light the way the moon does. That's another discussion. You brought that to my mind in this direction, that I do know a lot of things. I don't need to know your nonsensical, laughable. No, you're a joke, dude.
All right, here's another one.
Hold on 1 second. So long distance photography. You're going to show me these photos and act like that's proves something.
I mean, you're the one that said you're the one that said there's no photographs of the curve.
No, Mattoon, I have not saved them on my phone. You know, it was in older hard drives where I used to save stuff like this. I don't have quick access to photos from airplanes that show the horizon. There are many photos and videos that show a lack of curvature from such elevations. And so who's right there, right? I'd say that what our experiences are, what we can see from those, what do you think? You may say Jay Tolan is a trolling us. You can't deny what he sees. You can't deny what we see in long distance photography from photographers that have no role in this game. They're not flat earthers or otherwise. They're just out there shooting this stuff. We see stuff that should be hidden by many miles. And you're going to pull up a photo like this. Oh, that destroys that. Toon, you're a joke, man. This is 2023.
Curve of the horizon.
We have known for a long time there is no evidence of curvature. And then you all you jokers talk about what's his name.
Evidence of curvature right there. Look at that. Amazing.
Pull up Jay Tolan stuff. And what are you going to say?
About Jay Tolan? Jay Tolan's photographs of the horizon are curved as well.
I'm talking about when he can see stuff that is hidden by what should be buried by miles of land.
No, and then the other problem, Jay Tolan never can identify things.
Answer that. Jay Tolan or anybody else that shows land that should be hidden
they never
by
do
your alleged curvature by more than miles. But
Greg, Jay Tolan can't identify things for crap. He says, "Oh,
identify things. We see stuff where we can see literal structures.
There's
of
blah,
skylines.
But it's not.
How about the skylines? How about the skylines where there's no? Are you arguing that somebody just
Jay Tolan didn't identify skylines?
Out in the ocean, put up.
Jay Tolan doesn't have skylines from his airplane videos.
You're a liar. You're a liar. There's one of them where he shows a skyline. It's not his super long distance from an airplane. It's from the land.
So it's not from the airplane. Okay, got it.
And you can see a skyline that should be hidden by much land.
Should be hidden. But you don't do math.
But
hold on, you don't do math.
Refraction works in some magical way where it brings up.
There you go. Curve.
right here a little bit, and here brings it up higher, and here brings it up a little higher, and here brings it up higher, and here brings it up higher, to where it all looks like it's, dude, Toon, you're a total joke.
Curve of the horizon.
You are such a joke. You're such a joke, man.
I mean, seriously, people are gonna accuse me of bringing on a fake flurf to
you're
make
a
flurfs
joke.
Look bad. Oh, look, here's another one.
No. Okay, whatever.
Look at that, another one.
Tell me about your magical columns.
It goes on and
separate.
on.
Tell me about your columns.
All right.
Oh, so yeah, that's not a. You know what size the Earth would be if it was that shape that you just showed me with the Concorde? You know how small the Earth would be?
What, let's have a look here. Here's the analysis.
Oh my, are we going around a beach ball Toon? Oh my gosh.
Here you go.
Oh my gosh, that's so comical. Are you gonna show that again, please? Please put the Concorde photo up there again. Right. Please, McToon.
Here is.
Please show us that, and then tell us about your columns of air.
There you go. There's the Concorde.
Come on. No. Oh, okay, I guess the delay. There we go. Okay. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. That Concorde, in fact, I'm surprised we don't see it bending along with. That's incredible. That is a.
So
I thought the Earth was what, 24,000 miles in circumference? Is that it, Platoon? Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that it? Is it like 24,000 something miles in circumference?
Here you go.
Go back to the Concorde one. Go back to the Concorde one and tell me that was 24,000 miles in circumference, and that we're seeing curvature.
Dude, you already said you can't do math.
That's awesome. I love it. So you have to show us things like this because you show the real picture and it destroys your little nonsense.
Are you ready? Here is the analysis. You don't got it?
Oh.
You can't take it, huh? All right, here's the actual analysis. This is gonna.
Dude, you're gonna delete this, right? Because then nobody that doesn't know math or anything.
No.
Is just making a fool of you.
No.
Oh yeah,
you are making a fool of all flat earthers right now.
We'll see if this stays up. This is classic. Oh my gosh! And please tell me, like you told Dave, about your columns of air. Oh, please go into that again.
He turned into a chicken pretty quick. But let's look at this here. Here is the actual prediction based on the globe for this photograph.
I love it.
Sure you do.
Oh gosh. Oh, this is amazing evidence. It destroys all reality. There,
it destroys flat Earth is what it does.
I all of a sudden feel like I am spinning. Like whoa. Oh my gosh! Woo! Spinning.
Shovelhead Steve, you are 100% correct.
Oh my gosh, I'm spinning so fast. That's funny. In fact, that spinning that little bit in my chair, I felt a lot.
All right.
But going the speed we allegedly are, we don't feel it.
All right.
I don't need math. I don't need Witsit's math. I don't need McToon's nonsense made up stuff for these laughable images.
This isn't made up. This is real application. Real application predicting what we would see for a globe of 6,371 kilometers radius. That's what this is here. And the photograph matches.
What else do you have, McToon?
Well, you specifically claimed there were no photographs. You specifically claimed there are no photographs of the curve.
Okay,
I showed you a whole bunch.
I don't agree with this.
And all you did was say "nuh-uh" a whole bunch of times.
Okay, you got me with that. I don't agree with that, but you got me with that. Okay, let's just like you would do in a debate, and you would say, "Move on." Do you believe? Let me ask you this: if you're so worried about focus on my questions, do you believe we landed on the moon?
Certainly, we did.
See, you just lost right there. Do you believe there's an international space station and people up in there?
I got video of it traversing the sun.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. That tells us what we're seeing from their videos must be what we're seeing in the sky. Those two equate. Is that right? So if I tell
It's
you that there's
confirmation.
something in
It's
the
one of
sky,
many.
and I
It's
show
one of
you
many
another
lines
video
of evidence confirming it.
Could I fake something with my high-end video equipment in my home and make it look even more advanced than what David Weiss does, which is pretty clever stuff?
No,
Could
you
I
could
not,
not.
with green screen, or even
you
what
could not.
Dave does on a regular basis,
No, you could not.
make it look like you're in a room doing that? And I
No,
could
you
tell
could not.
you that I'm up in, I could not. Oh, okay. Oh, you're right. You can't fake being in an ISS. You have to be there for it to be real.
That's correct. Yeah, you could not fake an entire
Dude,
hour-long
you're
uncut
awesome.
video. All right.
You know what? Hate is a strong word, and I'd never want to say that to anybody. I will pray for you. I love you, man, and I love you even more. I used to not love you at all, but now I love you even more because the comedic relief that you bring us in these horrible times is so, it's so welcome. It's good. And that you bring so many more people on a regular basis to the reality of flat Earth. Just even if
All right.
they couldn't see where I was coming about the first part of the discussion,
the evidence.
The fact that you said that you
on.
believe in the moon landing and the ISS.
Let's look
that
right here.
Alone shows you're just a
let's
fraud.
Let's look right here. Third party.
Yeah, you won't let that on there. There we go.
Third party photographs.
Well, here, yeah, you won't. I can't hear you right now.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Ready? Now third party what? Yeah, hold on. I got my earphones back in.
All right.
Let's hear your jokes.
All right. Third party photographs of the moon. This is run by Arizona State University. All right. You see this here?
Oh, a university?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
This is Apollo 11.
Man. No,
site
wow.
right here. You can see the shadow of the lander there going across that crater next to it.
Oh, wow.
All right.
That's
and then the shadow here reaches almost to the crater.
You know what that reminds me of? You remember when they showed us those photos of that space, and is it Arizona or whatever? And then the space on the moon, and they said that they wanted the astronauts to be able to experience the exact same thing. So they replicated the exact same so-called craters and stuff. And what we see on Earth, and they don't deny this, looks exactly 100% identical to what we see on the moon, because they said that they did such a good job with it.
All right.
Okay, I say this is 98% identical.
Okay. So there, and then you can see the shadow. You can see the shadow on the other side. So there you go.
Oh,
this is third party.
Not only do I do video and photography professionally, I've been playing with Photoshop and everything else for years. And we know that they have trick stuff that they've been doing since the 1800s, if not, I mean, so
1800s.
What are you showing me?
1800s.
What are you showing me?
Here's Apollo 12. You can see the footprints.
1800s, yes. From the 1800s, they were doing stuff, trick photography stuff.
All right, there you go. There you can you can see the
oh
the
my
shadow.
Gosh, it totally proves the moon landing.
This is
my mind about everything.
This is one of multiple lines of evidence.
The fact that there's no impression on the Earth. The fact that
an actual skeptic looks at evidence and considers evidence and looks for
aluminum foil
for multiple lines of evidence. So if
you're
going to be honest, then this is one of many lines of evidence that you would look at.
That's the thing about you. There are honest globers.
So there you can see the shadow getting longer.
You're not an honest glober.
And you can see now the shadow going the other direction.
And that's what makes you so evil.
There
are honest people that are deceived.
You've asked for evidence. I'm giving you evidence.
You're not giving me anything.
This is, and your only response is denial. Got it.
What a joke.
Now, India.
I am not okay. If I had the opportunity to. If I had the opportunity to, which I don't have it, which you're prepared for, just like I told you at the beginning, I'm not prepared with my maths. I would have so many more videos of photographs that are even from your side that would destroy all this laughable nonsense you push.
You don't have.
You're a total joke. I don't have. Anybody can look it up.
All
Tell
right,
me
here we
why the
go.
boot prints don't match.
Here is the
Tell
boot
me how
prints.
he almost,
The
I
boot
ran
prints do
video for a
match.
conference for a few years where NASA was like one of the
boot
lead
prints
roles.
do match.
No, they don't. And then you've got this lander that they
All
say
you have is huh?
$22 million or something like that, right? With this little like umbrella on it and some lawn chairs. And we don't see any tire marks from it at points.
But we do see tire marks.
We see no thruster.
So here is India's photograph.
Tell me this. Oh, we're gonna go to India? Oh my gosh.
India's photograph. There it is.
Oh wow, you just totally, oh my gosh. You destroyed the fact that the sound from the boosters alone would have blown people, made them deaf, and that they couldn't even take off in that.
They would not. Again,
you've
already said that you don't understand the math and science.
Oh my gosh, that's right. I forgot that sound would be so loud that people have to be many, many miles away, but they can just hang out there and have a little pointer and touch little buttons. But that picture, you did it, Tune. You changed my mind. I now feel like I'm spinning again. I feel like it. I'm spinning. Whoa. I'm spinning.
Right.
I'm spinning, Tune.
Here's 15,000 photographs
Tune,
from
the
Apollo era.
You're such a joke that you have to be on with a nobody like me.
This particular photograph.
You're a nobody.
This particular photograph and all other 15,000 of them are
I'm
in.
A nobody, and you're.
Yeah.
This photograph? Nobody. They don't admit that could be a photograph. What are you talking about?
Of course they do. This is a photographic slide.
No, they say an image.
No, this is a photographic slide housed in a museum in Houston, Texas.
I'm in Houston. Show me where I can go find that damn thing.
Excellent. I will get it.
Does it not have repeated clouds?
It does not have repeated clouds.
Well, you tell me why.
You're just parroting. You're just parroting your Papa Flurf.
No, it's not parroting. It's not parroting. If I repeat something that other people said, that doesn't mean parroting. If 2 + 2 is 4, somebody else saying 2 + 2 is 4 doesn't mean they're parroting.
Good job, but you're just parroting reality because you didn't look at this to see if there's repeating clouds.
You just pulled it up on screen. I asked you the question.
Yeah. And by parroting, exactly what you've heard from your Papa Flurf.
I asked you, are there repeating clouds? Is there a good reason I would say that? Yes. Because let's look at history. Let's look at what they say are images and what have repeating clouds in it. Is it so absurd that I would say such a thing?
Yes.
You're such a fraud.
You're
such a fraud.
I'll put it in the live chat.
No.
There you go.
No, stop.
There's
go back to that. Go back to that. Go back to that. Quit moving on. Slow down. Go back to that. Is that Africa? Will you zoom in?
Yeah, let me download it.
Okay, so we're looking at Africa that's taking it up. Is that the only continent we see right now?
Just a second here. I'll zoom in.
What do we see? You don't even have to zoom in. What do we see besides Africa there?
Well, you've got Antarctica on the bottom there.
It's pretty well covered by alleged clouds, right? So we can discount that, right? We don't know what's under there. If that was a real photo, we don't know what's there.
There's Africa.
What do we see?
Madagascar. There you go.
Okay. How much of the rest of the Earth is not shown? And are we not seeing
more than 50% is not shown?
My question, loser. Are we not seeing more than 50%? I mean, are we not? We should be seeing 50%.
No, you should not be seeing 50%. If you knew anything about photography, you'd know that if you're close to a subject, you don't see all
by the way, look at the left. It looks like there must be a spacecraft off on the left there. Look at that little thing floating around. By the way, the first time I used a P900, on a video on the moon, I actually captured a satelloon, balloons holding it up. I don't have access to that right now either. I'm not trying to prove that since I can't show it. But anyway, so what we're looking at is one continent and a little bit more, and the rest of the world is hidden. And I don't need to be a photographer or anything else to know that if you look at a ball like that, if I look at a basketball and it has a logo Spalding on it, for example, I can turn that logo all the way around to either side, the top, bottom, and I will still see part of it. It will be distorted, But you're telling me that we should only see that the rest of the world is on the other side of that ball?
I think you don't quite understand photography as well as you've claimed that you do.
Oh, okay, that's right. I can't take portraits. I can't do video interviews. I can't do that stuff without studying the effects of shooting
Yeah.
a sphere. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I
There you
don't
go.
shoot spheres all the time.
There's
But I
there's
don't.
the
Again,
same
back
there's
to
the
the beginning
same
of my discussion.
here's the
I don't
same
need
ball.
to have your maths.
Here's the same ball photographed at two different distances. Do you see the top one there where how you don't see as much of the ball?
Oh, wait. Did they get up real close and use a wide angle lens on their own?
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
No. Let's compare the distance of what they did there. Because I do know about macro photography. I do know about getting back. And what we are looking at in no way equates to what's on the top of that ball. In fact, their lenses are very equivalent to what I have in my closet right here. And there's not a chance in hell they have anything different than what I have in my closet, especially that they would allegedly bring up on those alleged spacecrafts. So you're going to try to tell me that it represents what's in the top one. I call total BS. You know how wide that lens would have to be and how close they would have to be to have that? You're the one that does not understand
the
photography.
data.
You're
the
the one
data
that
is
does
all
not
available.
understand lenses.
The data
You're the
is
one
all
that is
available.
a total liar and a total fraud.
Go ahead,
data,
Mr. Photographer.
Data, no. Back up. Let's
get
get onto
the
that.
details on how far away it was. Hold on.
Go back to that.
The details on how far away it was and the actual lens is documented. The actual lens and camera body they used is documented. You can go look that up.
Just like they documented what they used on the moon and it was destroyed.
And you can back up your claim or you can run away from your claim.
Gary Fong destroyed.
Gary Fong's an idiot.
Gary Fong totally destroyed. Oh yeah,
Gary
he's
Fong
an idiot.
is an absolute
idiot.
Yes, he is an idiot.
A million times more than you do.
Gary Fong.
No, he doesn't have a role in this game.
Gary Fong thinks that a rock can block 5G without being in the way.
What does that have to do with?
He's an idiot when it comes to science. He's an idiot when it comes to science. He didn't.
Or discussing a
Gary Fong's talk had nothing to do with optics. Gary Fong's thing was only about his misunderstanding of the lens and the camera that they were using. That's all that he was talking about.
He went into great detail explaining.
And he was all wrong on
it.
Yeah, he was all wrong on it.
Dude, this is nonsense. You're a fool. You're a liar.
Yeah, Gary Fong is not very bright on this topic, but he's going off.
He's a brilliant on this topic.
No.
Go back to this.
He isn't an expert.
Go back to this. Why do we only see Africa basically there?
And I'll tell you, it's that. That's why. Why is this hard?
No.
If you knew anything about photography,
Okay, so
you'd look at this and you'd say, "Oh yeah, that makes sense."
That doesn't do anything. Go back to that photo. Keep it up. Keep it up with the balls. Okay. So I'm seeing it. Wait. Okay. There we go. Even with that example, you project your globe onto the bottom image, I would still have a huge problem and tell you that there is still tons and tons and tons and far more than 50% of the land that we should see. But you're just going to yell out mass or gravity or some nonsense. Dude,
no, I'm just going to point to this picture
you're an evil.
I'm just going to point to this picture here.
Evil human. And I sure hope you don't have any children because you're so evil. That's so sad. Why
are you such an asshole? Why do you have to be like that?
You're so evil. You're so evil because you're a deliberate liar.
I'm specifically explaining how this
does not
explaining
show anything. Okay, show me.
This does not show all of the Earth, and this is why it does not show all of the Earth.
And what did I just say? I explained that's not an answer. Back that up. Give me, okay, let's be very generous. Let's give a little bit more of the Earth. If we backed up. Show me how that picture does not compare. The distortion does not compare at all.
What distortion?
That we're seeing in the top lens, the top of the dribble up ball.
Yeah.
That does not compare to, and then where was that photo from allegedly taken from? Is that one of their...
This
which I would say was
dribble
probably,
up ball. I don't know where it was.
No. I'm saying the alleged photo of the Earth. Where was that? Was that taken from an alleged satellite or the moon or what?
No, it was taken by the people in the Apollo 17 capsule.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Well, so Tim, I began my awakening.
All right, no,
I mean, opened my eyes back in 2005.
I don't care to hear your come to Jesus story. I've demolished every one of your claims.
You haven't demolished anything.
Yeah,
you've given your little nonsense children that follow you. Like,
this is a good question. On Saturday, the globe predicts there will be an eclipse.
Predictions. How do you think they did it for thousands of years before they even had the idea
for thousands of years they never got the location.
Oh my gosh, this whole idea of a globe is
they never got
to everything.
They never got the location. All of the analysis that predicts the location, time, duration of the eclipses is based on the globe. The only thing they could do before they used the globe geometry,
freezes me
was to get the specific day. That's it,
dude. This whole idea of predictions.
So here you go.
You're a joke.
Please explain how the flat Earth model predicts the time, date, location, duration of the eclipse that's coming on Saturday.
You're a joke. They've been doing it for thousands of years.
Oh, you'll need to back that up.
They've been predicting it. Well, again, as I preface when I came on this call, I don't know the math. I don't know all these different specifics. I don't.
Okay, so then why would you make that claim then? If
I don't need that. It was your little followers that were like, you suck, and what? They kept on continuing to censor me nonstop when I wasn't even being rude. They censored me over and over, and then they attacked me like, you won't reply. I'm like, I can't reply. I'm censored for 5 minutes. You all are a joke. We don't do that on the Flat Earth side. I mean, really come in with some
of course you
really jerk content for the most part.
But that's 100% what David Kane did. He turned into a chicken. He's a were chicken. That's the one claim.
Columns of air.
That's the one. Kidding me? That's the one claim that he said that actually was true. He did turn into a chicken.
Columns of air.
Of course.
You standing by that?
Of course. 100%.
So is this a column? Like what's a column? So what happens when I taught my child years ago? Not taught, but just showed them to observe, looking in the window when we see dust flying all around the place. Aren't those supposed to be separate columns that are distinct of each other, like having little walls up?
What?
Your columns of air argument.
Yeah.
Are you suggesting? So you're standing by that?
Yes. He wanted a column.
What defines a column of air?
Whatever you decide.
Air pressure has to have containment.
No.
And your
not a physical
response was this nonsense in your room. First of all, before even the column stuff, you were talking about, look, does this need containment? You have a ceiling in your room. You still have the containment that I claim is a firmament, something overhead, far, far, far above.
With no evidence,
and you're acting, and you were acting as if we should equate things down to, I don't have a container right. I don't need containment right here. I'm like, there's a ceiling on your room.
No, but side to side.
Again, there's
between here and here, there's pressure between here and here. And there's no actual physical container between them.
I thought you were saying that these are physical columns. So what differentiates it?
So to review,
are you suggesting?
I'm going to review. Let's review. Hold on. He asked for a containment without a container, or pressure without a container. You
can't have that.
And that's what I gave him. Yeah.
You cannot have pressure without a container.
Well, so you say religiously with no backing evidence.
No, there is no.
Then bring forth.
There's no
scientific proof
evidence. Otherwise,
bring forth the evidence supporting your claim. You are making the claim, just like David.
I have never, ever seen in any debate brought forth by you or anyone else that you can have containment. That you can have pressure without containment. And the best you all can do is say, there's pressure gradient.
That's all we claim. All we claim is a pressure gradient.
So they're still pressure. Understand that pressure is part of the ultimate pressure gradient.
Yeah, that's all we claim is a pressure gradient.
And as has been proven, you can have a container and have differences in the pressure within that containment.
Yeah, and what causes that pressure?
This size that I can fit right
certainly,
here.
And what causes that pressure differential?
you were so absurd is that you
Greg,
were having a cup
what causes that camera, pressure differential
and
inside
you said, look,
I've got
container.
This
thing in my hand this is contained right here.
What causes that pressure differential inside the container?
Are you suggesting that there's a difference?
You want to run away from that. You don't want to answer that.
Again.
You don't want to. Again. What causes the pressure differential inside that container?
There is no differential from your columns from here to here.
No, within that container you just described, what is the pressure differential caused by?
Let me go back to the beginning of when we very first got on the call. I don't have all the maths and all that nonsense.
You're just making claims.
I know that I'm not making. I can make a claim that my hand is in front of my face. I don't need you to give me some maths or tell me about refraction or gravity or something to know that it's right there. I'm not a moron like your followers.
I disagree.
So hold on. I know that there's not a column of air here that's different than this. I know that it will disperse evenly. I know that there are plants that give off their gases.
Evenly.
I know that we give off our gases. I know
it's not even.
On Earth,
there's a pressure differential. It's not even.
There's a constant process on Earth that is called life cycle that goes on, where there are different gases going on and off the whole time.
Inside that inside that sealed container, there's a pressure differential.
In Houston, unfortunately, we have power plants not far away that push out a bunch of different stuff. So there's different things in different areas.
What causes the pressure differential inside the sealed container? Inside? No, you're not.
I'm answering it right now, you
inside the sealed container, what causes the pressure differential?
The firmament is the sealed container.
No. Take an actual sealed container.
Dude, shut up and listen to me. You're the one that's afraid of a nobody talking truth. Because you're making up crap. And your troll days are numbered. Your troll days are numbered because you're evil. You're not like the honest ones come on, and actually have a real defense and ask real questions.
You got nothing?
You are obviously paid. You're a controlled shield.
You got nothing.
You put up this nonsense.
All you do is play the shield card.
You interrupted me and then you say that. So
shield card. You play the shield card when you don't have evidence.
Shut up, Tron. There's a firmament. There's a solid structure.
Claim without evidence.
There's a solid. I hear thunder. I see rainbows. I see sprites.
None of that makes any sense. Yeah, none of that requires.
Oh, it doesn't make sense. Yeah. For your cognitive dissonance, it makes sense to you because I know you know it because you're a liar. You understand it. You know it's flat. You know there's no curvature. You know there's a dome above.
Yeah, deflect.
But for your flint,
inside a sealed container.
Tell me deflect.
Inside a sealed container. What causes the pressure differential?
I keep answering. You keep interrupting. You jackass. There is a dome above.
No. Don't. Just in any sealed container.
No. I'm
get a sealed container in your room.
You don't like my.
Get a sealed container in your room. What causes the pressure differential?
Let me answer you. Can I answer you?
You haven't. You keep deflecting. You're going to deflect again.
Can I answer you? You don't like my answer.
Go ahead. Without deflecting, what causes the pressure differential in a small sealed container?
Columns. That destroys your little columns.
What causes the pressure differential
Can I answer the way I want to answer?
Inside a small sealed container?
Remember, I'm a nobody. I'm a nobody. You're
going to deflect.
Some top scientist.
No, I'm using you.
Are you going to let a nobody say
there is no flat earther with a PhD?
Are you afraid of it?
In a relevant topic.
Oh my gosh.
So go ahead.
You're
going to run, but I'll let you run. Go ahead.
You're nobody. You're nobody. Oh my gosh. You're nobody.
Come on.
I'm a nobody. I mean,
jump to it. Hop.
Oh gosh.
Hop.
So. Oh, you blacked me out.
Waiting.
Oh, you blacked up my screen?
Waiting.
Lovely.
Because you're too much of a douchebag to stay on topic.
Oh.
So, all right, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was the one that kept trying.
Go ahead.
Okay. So the video
what causes the pressure differential in a small sealed container?
You won't show a video of me because you don't like my shirt. All right.
What causes the pressure differential?
With all your little nonsense little kids.
What causes the pressure differential in a small sealed container?
Listen to me. This is okay. Can you please shut up for a little bit? Well, can you agree with me that you'll shut up for a second? I don't want to start talking until you agree that you'll shut up.
Go ahead.
Okay. Back to what I said when I got on. I don't know certain scientific terms like you might, like everybody you debate might, like other people on your side might. I don't pretend to. I got into this because I was in your chat and people were so fixated on me and said I was a wimp for not coming in. I was censored like mad. I said, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. Truth fears no scrutiny. Your question, I don't know what kind of an answer you're looking for. I'm talking top level. What causes the gradient as I see it? Somebody could correct me on it. That's how I came to learn, is from questioning things and moving from there. That's where I got to the point I am. I've learned how to think better and better over the years. I see that there is a solid structure ahead, way, way, way above. Do I know the distance? I don't know the distance. Do I know exactly how it's made up? I don't. What I do know, what I do believe is there is that solid structure above. I also do know what goes on Earth, with us expelling us breathing, the trees doing everything doing what they do, the plants, like I said, here close by in Houston, putting stuff out. So there's always the heat coming off the concrete in the city. There's always different gases, what they spray in the sky on a daily basis all around. So things are changing, and usually those are at a lower level. There is a gradient from all different kinds of stuff that goes up towards as you reach the firmament. What causes that? It's how those different chemicals or whatever it is, how they relate to each other. Just like we've all seen within a test tube, for example, with all the different oils leveled out, right? And they all float at different levels. You put a ping pong ball here, you've got different colored stuff. Basically the same type of thing. I do not believe, as you were suggesting, that there's some differential gradient here within my room. Like you tried to pretend there were these absurd columns of air. Oh, let's pull up that app. Yeah, that's going to be so different. Yeah, you got a different column of air here and here because the dust particles from your skin, when they come off, they stay right in that column. And then you really have to bust through that column to go into the other. You're a joke. You don't prove anything.
All right. 14.1310. 14.130605. Pressure differential right here. There's no plants down on the floor here, and the flakes of skin aren't adding pressure to the system. So inside a sealed container, in fact, there's a pressure differential.
Yes, and I already mentioned that. Of course there is.
In a small sealed container, what causes that? What causes it?
Of course we can have that.
What causes it?
I don't know the science. I know it can happen. Like I've seen it proven, like I said, in something this size, we can have a pressure differential.
Yeah, what causes
it still needs a container to.
No,
it still needs a container. No.
What causes the pressure differential?
If there was no containment,
what causes the pressure differential?
It would always equate. If there was no firmament above us,
but it doesn't.
Everything that we experience would dissipate evenly out into the void that you believe exists.
Yeah. Lacking
There's
whatever
nothing that would keep it. There was nothing that would keep it in.
Lacking whatever
Your
keeps us down.
Gravity is a joke. That gravity wouldn't do it when the magnetic force is many, many times greater than your alleged gravity.
The magnetic force?
Electromagnetic pull, the negative pull of the Earth, is greater than your alleged, I don't know if it's a little g or big G, because I don't know that kind of stuff, than your gravity.
I believe that you don't know that kind of stuff.
There's no pulling. Yeah, and I made that clear, and I don't need to know that.
So don't talk about electromagnetism, because you don't know that topic.
And yeah, you've got destroyed on it. You don't want anybody to talk about it.
No, I'd be glad to go over it with you, but I don't think it's your topic.
I love watching you get owned.
I don't think it's your topic.
You know what? This is, one thing that just kind of depicts the whole thing. Like, not that I wear these things every day, but this shirt that I have on that you're trying to censor, my truth related shirt,
Yeah.
And your Rick and Morty shirt, it just exemplifies, like, who's the Joker? Who's the one with truth on their side? Who's the one that cares about it? Who's the one that's defending the government and the evil lies that have suppressed,
it's nothing to do with the government.
Killed so many.
You don't need the government to go figure out the shape
government.
of the earth.
Oh, you're right. You're right. There's nothing to do with the government. No.
All right. So what causes the pressure differential inside a sealed container?
I already told you. I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Well, there you go. You failed.
I didn't fail anything. You didn't change.
I'll tell you, it's not electromagnetism.
Reality because of me not understanding.
Electromagnetism.
I didn't suggest it was.
But you certainly did. Yeah.
No, I didn't.
You said it was magnetism, and then you corrected yourself to electromagnetism.
No, I said the electromagnetism, even that is greater than your alleged gravity, and combined would not, if we did not have a firmament, would still not hold everything to the earth. It would still disperse and go out into your alleged nothingness. I did not say that it was magnetism that kept it into the containment. Never. Go back and watch this video like you need to do with
what
every
accelerates
video
things down?
Destroyed. When you've been destroyed.
What accelerates things down?
My understanding, which seems to make a lot of sense, is buoyancy and density, along with the slight negative charge of the earth.
So if an object, this is according to Coulomb's law, if an object has a negative charge, then the negative charge of the earth that you claim should repel the object. It just takes a very slight negative charge to accelerate it upwards then. That doesn't happen.
There's a lot of things that don't happen with your reality.
This is yours. This is your claim, not mine. Your claim.
I could go on and on and on all day with your claims. I could claim. Yeah. You think that I'm
just waiting for you to back up. I'm waiting for you to back up your claim.
Away.
What causes things to go down?
30 million miles away.
Well, you ran away from that one pretty quickly as soon as I brought up Coulomb's law. Coulomb's law. Coulomb's law says that a negatively charged object, according to you, should accelerate upward. A
negatively charged object. Let's say that to the guy that's a nobody who admitted from the beginning, has admitted over and over that he does not bring any science or maths or anything
I believe you. Yeah, you certainly don't.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
you don't bring any science or math. All you bring is blind faith.
Because you can't defend against
all you have is blind faith. Yeah.
No, we have the people like Witsit could destroy you. These other people have destroyed you many times.
Witsit runs from me. He won't talk to me.
Whatever. You're a joke, dude.
He won't talk to me. Joke. He doesn't understand electromagnetism.
You're evil. You're
at all.
Evil.
All right. Why do you have to go there? Why do you have to go there? What?
Because
why do you have to be such a douchebag? All right. Well, tell you what.
Douchebag. You've had enough because I destroyed you. You can't.
All right. Oh my gosh. What a piece of crap. What a piece of crap. How can that person exist and not be in an asylum?